Time to get the fuck up. This was a song for people out there who do things for all the wrong reasons. Some people would rob their mother for the ends. Rat snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. I knew this cat named Darryl, didn't have a dollar. He was Harvard material, Ivy League scholar, had a PhD, an MBA, but now he's waiting tables cause there's rent to pay. Companies downsizing, inflation rising, can't find a job, he's feeling kinda stressed, and doesn't even feel the effects when he says, I got to count how many times I've been blessed. He falls off the tracks, smoking a crack, and once it hits his brain starts to chain react. Sells a shirt off his back, shoes off his feet, he's losing all his teeth, now he's out on the street. And all of a sudden it's like Jesse James trying to stick up kids for their watches and chains. He's from a business school and he's nervous with the truth, so he ends up on his back in a bloody pool for the ends. Some people would rob their mother for the ends. That snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. I knew this chick named Sally, she had a nice truck. Everywhere that I went, she was up in the cup, swinging that butt like Aisha had hair. Only right to men's and rock the fly gear, brand name wearing, champagne waving, and jewels around her neck, the lifestyle she's craving. Ain't no saving, she's doing all the spending. If you do the lending, she'll do the bending. Straight machine bending, it's one of the tell. The shopping sprees get her on her knees, and if you hit her with the keys to your crib, you acting funny. Come home one day, find her counting out your money, from the wetlands all the way to the Apollo. If you broke, she'll spit. If you're rich, you might swallow for the ends. Some people would rob their mother for the ends. Rat snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. I knew these two homeboys that made a lot of noise, making money on the block. Kids was on their job, they was tougher than leather like a Reverend Run. And DMC, they was toting guns, holding weight, going out of state, snapping mad chips and pushing fat whips. The fly jewels and clothes, they got no job, and then one disappeared and one got robbed for the ends. Some people would rob their mother for the ends. Rat snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. Say ends. Some people would rob their mother for the ends. Rat snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my